The Hope Dealer is in the house.
Thank you so much.
DJ Debt Free, man.
Excited to be here today to talk to you a little bit about investing in me. And for my number one goal, which is to take 8% Nation and crush it. I've developed a training system that I could sell anyone on this panel insurance. I could sell you life insurance, Brian, in 4 questions, as long as you originally were a lead. I've lifetime closed over $1 million in business.
You could definitely sell him, especially if you used his name.
Edward Pritchett?
No,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. Brandon, I'm so nervous you can call me Kevin from now on. That's okay.
I love that. This is good.
Today alone, I've provided my recruiters 1,600 candidates, and I spent $300
Today?
Acquire today. Today on the way here, I sold 3 more seats to Pipeline Light to recruiters at $2,000 recurring revenue per month. Today. So if I said to you, Cassidy, I want $100,000 for 10% of my company, even though I know in 5 years that company is going to be worth $100 million, I'd be shortchanging me, but I would give you that opportunity.
Is this what you're asking?
Sure. $100,000 for 10% of AJF Financial Group.
My name is Cody Askins. I own and operate multiple 7-figure businesses, and this is Agency Investors.
So we're looking for a $50,000 investment for 10% of the company.
The stakes are high, and the opportunities are even higher. 5 titans of the insurance industry are here to make or break the dreams of ambitious agents.
Tell me you talked to your partner before you came about specific.
I'm out. Thank you anyway.
Meet Brandon Todd, a risk-taking visionary who revolutionized the insurance industry. Edward Pritchett, a master of networking and recruitment. Cassidy Arabelli, a strategic genius with a proven record of empire building. And Dr. Billy Williams, an analytical mastermind renowned for his ability to identify potential where others see none.
This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life.
Ooh, my nerves are still just kind of...
Here at Agency Investors, these giants of the game don't just invest in companies, they invest in people.
So you don't need any money?
Oh, no, I got... yeah, I do.
Can I stop you?
Go ahead.
Dude, I love you, Robert. You're driving me nuts.
I'm sorry, let me shut up.
They're on the lookout for the next big thing in insurance. Their time is valuable, and they're ready to invest.
We want to invest. We've got the funds, we've got the resources.
The goal of this is to help you in some way.
I'm ride or die with
I will
this.
give you $1 for 100% of your business, but you can't come with it.
Our entrepreneurs today must impress them, not just with their ideas, but with their drive, their passion, and their willingness to push the limits. This is Agency Investors.
My name is Keith Fonseca. I currently live in St. Petersburg, Florida. And today I'm going to be pitching to the investors AJF Financial Group. I think 2 things make me stand out. First, it's the character, it's the brand. DJ Debt Free, but also you have Keith Fonseca, who speaks with his heart. Also, I'd like an investment of $100 million, but I figure that's probably not on the table, so we'll see if there's an investment of, something into the business would be great. Hello, hello?
Yo.
All right, what do we got?
I like goodies.
I figured you would want a sample
Let's
of
go,
what's
man.
about to come.
Let's go. The Hope
Yeah.
Dealer.
The
Thank
Hope
you, thank
Dealer
you.
is in the house.
Thank you so
Tag
much.
DJ Debt Free, man. Yo.
Jay
Are you
Debt
gonna
Free.
do some music? What are we doing here?
His
You're from Miami, right?
I'm ready. Well, it sort of looks like it, right? But no, St. Petersburg, close.
Okay.
Really
cool, man.
close.
I like
Tell
it.
us who you are.
Well, I'm Keith Fonseca. I'm the CEO and founder of AJF Financial Group. And I'm super excited to be here today to talk to you a little bit about investing in me.
Boom.
And who I am and what it is I do. And for my number one goal, which is to take 8% Nation and crush it. Crush 8% Nation, Cody, and help you build 11% Nation.
Boom.
Because far too long has this industry had low standards to get into it and accepted that most people are just going to leave, right? No longer do we want to treat people like spaghetti. Who's sticking to the wall? I've come to this having lived through life insurance troubles myself. At 41 years old, my brother Andrew died in the middle of the day in 2016. My other brother called me giving him CPR. I heard the police pronounce him dead. Now, 2002, he had been hit by a drunk driver. He went through 30 surgeries over a 12-year period. And that put my mom in so much medical debt that we thought her house was gone, our life was gone. But my brother had taken a life insurance policy like 20 years before that no one even remembered. And it paid out. And it absolutely saved my family. See, I have 16 years of experience in higher education and almost very few years of experience CEOing a business. I'm here for a couple of things, right? I'm here to learn from you. Of course I want mentorship. Of course I want your money. You've got a lot of it. Hand it out. But I'm also here to transform this industry as much as I can, and I have a plan to do it. First of all, I know you, Cassidy, right? You're the captain of making it happen.
That's right.
Right?
Make
And
it
you're
happen,
out
Captain.
there. You're on podcasts. You're attracting people to your business. Well, so do I. I've had people call me in the morning saying, Keith, I wasn't going to go to the gym. Then I remembered you're at the gym, and I got up and I went to the gym. I've had people send me text messages saying, hey, I noticed your 5 a.m. walks, how you post them on Facebook. It got me out of bed from depression for 2 years.
Good for you.
So, what do I want to do? I have set up a string of businesses that lead from one to the next to help not the 8%. Most of you on this panel, you probably came into this, well, maybe not Edward. Edward took a little bit longer than most. But most of you came into this industry and you knew right away you were gonna have success. I mean, Cody, your dad had already blazed a trail, right? So you knew it was coming. But who are we recruiting? Who are we hiring? Desperate, anxious, lonely, broke, bankrupt. But somewhere on the other side is determined. Somewhere on the other side wants to make it happen. And yet, we just don't give them enough training. We don't give them enough personal development. We don't stick to the reason they came to this, which was to be inspired. At some point, it flips from being inspired to just about money, to just about production. And if you don't produce, where does my head go? Where does my heart go? So, I have a 4-step, 4-business process that's not unlike what you're doing, Dr. Williams, where you're inspiring a nation, right? In my first one, DJ Debt Free has Debt Free TV. And Debt Free TV is live and free every single day. It comes down to podcasting. It comes down to Facebook Live and being on Instagram, putting up TikTok, and attracting the people who are like me, right? I didn't come to this knowing I was going to kill it. I came to this knowing I had no chance, but I was going to be here anyways. And I was going to do it for this, for my brother. So, Debt Free TV, hosted by DJ Debt Free. Then we move into Freedom Lies Here. I've developed a training system that I could sell anyone on this panel insurance. I could sell you life insurance, Brian, in 4 questions, as long as you originally were a lead. I don't care if that lead was a week old, a month old, or 10 years old. 4 questions. I could sell him life insurance if he was a lead. And I proved it. I got to this industry knowing nothing. And 4 years later, I've lifetime closed over $1 million in business.
You could definitely sell him, especially if you used his name.
Edward Pritchett?
No, it's Brandon.
Oh, Brandon. That's why my research said Brian Todd. There's no Brian Todd. There's 50 Brian Todds. Brandon Todd. Brandon,
Good.
I'm so nervous. You can call me Kevin from now on. That's okay.
I love that. This is good.
There you go. Forgive me, please.
No, you're good.
So, 4 questions to a buying yes.
Okay.
And I've put that into a system, a training system that not only has personal development and professional development, but teaches people the skills to win in this business before they get the license. So in Freedom Lies Here, the LIES stands for LIES, leading, investigating, evaluating, and solving. The third one is Pipeline Light. This is a recruiting system that I have developed that is a white glove service to agency builders that allows you to show up on Zoom and look at people. What is the most important commodity to you guys? It's not time. It's not wasting time. So Pipeline Light has developed a service where we bring in candidates off of multiple different spots. Today alone, I've provided my recruiters 1,600 candidates, and I spent $300
Today?
acquire it today. Today on the way here, I sold 3 more seats to Pipeline Light to recruiters at $2,000 recurring revenue per month. On the way here, today. Pipeline Light is generating about 200 interviews per day. And it's white glove. The agency builder gets in touch with us, we set it up. We set up the job posts, we set up the interview schedule, we set everything up, and all they do is show up. We've got websites for all this. And finally, the last piece is Debt and Tax Pro. What is Debt and Tax Pro? That's my bread and butter. That's where DJ Debt Free was born. Debt and Tax Pro is how to advance both individuals who are W-2s and 1099 business owners on how to get the most out of life insurance. And not pitch them some great debt-free plan or not pitch them some banking concept. To find people that actually want and need life insurance and will take advantage of those tools, which are growing money on my money forever, saving taxes and being tax-free, protecting my business from litigation. We all know life insurance, beautiful shelter. And finally, leaving my family with a legacy so they could start it over. And this 1, 2, 3, 4-step process basically costs people nothing. So I'm here looking for an investment. I'm here looking for mentorship. I'm not the business guy. I just said that, I'm the heart guy. So if I said to you, Cassidy, I want $100,000 for 10% of my company, even though I know in 5 years that company is going to be worth $100 million, I'd be shortchanging me. But I would give you that opportunity if you wanted to buy in.
That's very generous.
Is this what you're asking?
Sure. $100,000 for 10% of AJF Financial Group.
And that's
or if,
it. That includes.
Or if you want to go $50,000 for 5%. Because earlier I told the producers $100 million, and they said that probably wouldn't fly. So.
To get into Brandon's pockets then, for sure. DJ Debt Free, Freedom Lies here, Pipeline Light, and Debt and Tax Pro.
Yes, sir.
So those are 4 like different divisions of the
AJF Financial Group.
AJF
That's
Financial,
right.
Yeah. Talk to me about the recruiting piece.
Well, I
That got my
sat in a
attention.
mastermind group, and I just said to myself, I'm a disruptor, right? I'm getting tired of doing the same thing over and over. And so I decided what I wanted to do differently was to no longer pitch a business-like recruiting platform. I wanted to pitch a person-like recruiting platform where I was speaking to candidates about what they most wanted, what they most needed to hear. Did it for 9 months to test it before Pipeline Light. The very first 5 minutes, I tell people to leave. I tell them this is hard. That is gonna push every emotional uncomfortability in your life. Guess what, Cody? My presentation started going 90 minutes. And I would start with, say, 30 people, and by the end, I'd have 15 candidates saying, I'm ready to go. In Q4 of last year, and by the way, I'm a free agent. I don't have an IMO. I'm ready to go where I'm needed. In Q4 of last year, I put 80 licensed people into my group who are all unlicensed, all in 3-month span.
How transferable is that to PNC, to health agents? Do you think that the recruiting platform would do just as well?
Absolutely. It is 100% transferable.
Is that the
Pipeline Light?
Yeah, is that the biggest opportunity of the 4 different things?
No, the biggest opportunity is the Debt and Tax Pro.
Well, I mean, you said revenue-wise with Pipeline Light that it was what? On the way over here, you signed up 3 people at $2,000 a month.
Yeah, so right now Pipeline Light is generating $24,000 a month for 12 seats.
That's a good start.
At $2,000 each. And I know there's scaling involved, and I'm excited to scale.
Sure.
I've just not really dealt with legalese, contracts, sign-up things. People sort of pay me on PayPal. The accounting is, I don't make them pay the taxes. I don't make them pay the fees.
Sure. We are recording, so you may not want to say that out loud.
Well, I take care of it. You're going to edit that out.
He eats the cost.
Oh, yeah,
I eat the cost. Thank you.
The cost. That's what
There
it
you
is.
go.
I'm
My
sorry.
heart came out again. I want people to be happy.
The Debt and Tax Pro work if you're teaching people about the life insurance for PNC or other products?
Well, Most teaching functions these days are all stored online. There's a lot of great things you can do with this app called Loom. I recruited an entire 20 to 30 hour training in, I don't know, a couple hours.
How do we know each other? I recognize the name.
DJ Debt Free, how do we know each other?
Keith Fonseca.
Well, I reached out to you on Facebook.
Okay.
I instant messaged you saying, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of your mission.
Yeah.
I want to learn from you. I want to be Cody Askins Jr., right? Listen, there's the two highest rated YouTubes in this space are Cody Askins and anything connected to us with the word scam. If you go look and you search the word scam,
I'm coming for you,
you will
sir.
find 60, 70, 80,000 viewers versus some of the great material that you all are putting out.
We're all over the place here.
Yeah.
You're doing some content, some courses that could lead to recruiting or to lead, I think this is what you're saying.
Job ads to a Zoom.
So let's
They
talk
could
about
create
the
leads.
recruiting.
But hold on, let's
Go
not.
ahead.
Let's not. What are we investing in and what is it? You have a lot of ideas on all this. This is a short venue, short opportunity.
Yep.
What is it that we would invest in and what would we get out of it? Where's your revenue coming from? What are we looking for next? What's the roadmap? What do you need as far as support systems and all that? And try to put it in a nutshell for me because
Number one is scaling Pipeline Light to 200 seats.
Okay.
At 200 seats, that's $400,000 of revenue a month.
What do you need to do that?
Two things. One, defeat the
first is
U.S.
me.
laws on texting. So the United States carrier laws on texting have grown
I
more
can't
and more
vote.
restrictive.
Actually, Doctor, you could do that.
But I've been winning that battle.
Okay.
I've been winning that
What's
battle.
the other thing? Because that one's...
The other thing is exposure, marketing.
okay,
right.
so if I'm a customer
Yep.
and I buy Pipeline Light, what do I get?
You get to tell me when you want to meet with people. You get to show up and see them. You get a minimum guarantee of 1,000 candidates through your funnel per month.
And so you're going to run Indeed ads
Wow.
and run them through your content to filter them and then bring them to us?
Yes, sir.
So that's the way it's going to work.
Where do you spend most of your time on a daily basis?
Most of my time is spent maintaining Pipeline Light, finding the resources to make sure it goes well, and planning the next steps in the other.
So Pipeline Light is really the product that you're here to pitch, is that correct? And the other ones are just like, here's what I'm also doing.
Well, from a business perspective, Pipeline Light is the business, and the other ones right now probably look like hobbies to you. Absolutely.
Well, no, that's all I was asking.
No, I agree with you. So I appreciate the question, but they're all monetizable.
I do understand the flow though. If you're creating daily content, people are coming in and then you're able to provide some type of value add that's different than everyone else, which gets them to want to become in the pipeline as candidates. Am I understanding this?
Yes, that's
properly?
right.
Okay.
So like, because
So these are funneling pipeline
But not
as
social
well.
content. I mean, he's doing social content, but he's not doing social content to fill Pipeline Light.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing social content to fill Freedom Lies Here.
I'm lost. I'm even gonna sit here and try to pretend like I'm not. I'm completely lost.
I don't understand the
At least you're
workflow.
with me.
Huh?
I'm lost too.
Yeah, I don't
Me and Cody get it.
understand
We're together.
the
I
workflow.
think
Yeah,
me
I
and
do
Cody
get
get
it.
it.
So is Debt Free TV and Freedom Lies Here, are these lead
are-
magnet sites, lead magnet programs that are designed to identify people that flow to Pipeline Light?
Okay. Debt Free TV is meant to inspire
Okay.
people who hate their job and hate their boss to enter into an industry that people are either afraid of or just run into a wall about.
So Debt Free TV is a lead magnet.
Why wouldn't Debt Free TV be a lead magnet to sell debt-free life insurance?
It can be a magnet for all of them.
Okay,
It's the brand.
It's the
It's the
brand.
start of the brand.
got it.
Yeah, DJ Debt Free is a brand. But just to clarify for you, okay, Debt Free TV has been inspiring people to get off their butt and change their life.
Okay.
Now, getting
There we
into
go.
life insurance is scary for some, or others just run into it and get kicked out quickly. So, we
Freedom-
offer them Freedom Lies Here.
That's a course.
That's a course that can teach you how to lead, dial, create life insurance options, and sell them.
It's not being monetized right now.
No.
Pipeline Light's a recruiting service. Debt and Tax Pro's the agency.
Debt and Tax Pro's the agency, 100%.
Okay.
One quick question and then a few comments. How do you get around the job boards with all the agencies not being able to run ads on the career sites?
I've worked hard to make sure that the posts I'm putting up are compliant.
Okay.
I've worked hard to make sure that my business, AJF Financial Group, was vetted completely.
Do they all flow through your company into your clients, or do you use their brand?
Mine.
Okay, that's smart. That's good.
One singular point.
Yep. Okay, that's very intelligent. What about do they get the 1,000 people's information? Do they get all the data, or they're just getting them into a Zoom? We promise you, you'll see us out 1,000 people, but you don't have the information yet.
They get all the data.
So I help a bunch of agencies with recruiting. This definitely intrigues me. I'm not an investor per se, but I would love to get on a private call and chat.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing anything on the job board space, but I've got clients that want it. So I'd love to chat more.
I'd love to chat with you to learn more about you.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thank
so
you.
Could you guarantee 1,000 candidates a month for PNC as well?
I would need to do some work first.
You can never
and
guarantee.
I don't see why not.
Well, I definitely think I have an audience for this.
I do too.
So.
I feel like Brandon's intrigued.
No, I can clear the deck. I love your presentation, your confidence. You seem to be all over the place. You're trying to find your way, and that would be okay if you're a perfect fit with me, but you're not. And I'll clear the deck and let Cody and Cassidy and people who are
I'm already out, but I'm gonna chat with him.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I like his swag and his energy. You know, he's got confidence. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's something there in Pipeline Light. I need to understand how you're structuring it a little bit more right now. One of the things you said you needed was how to run the business. Like, it's the business side of it
And the
is what I'm
promotion
hearing.
side.
Well,
Struggling to find clients. But if it works really well, you won't struggle to find clients
you won't
forever.
struggle to find clients if you're lining up the interviews.
though.
But he does need the exposure. I'm out on the exposure side, but on just setting up, what's the business process? Because I think one of the reasons that you didn't capture everybody like we're really interested in this right now and let's go do something is because it is all over the place right now.
If you would have just talked about Pipeline Light,
Yeah.
I agree.
And brought a
it
visual.
would have been a different 34 minutes for
Some
sure.
some more
Agreed.
visual to help explain.
So
That's your special sauce right now.
And I think, again, what threw me, I didn't understand this whole debt-free TV and Freedom Lies Here and how all that fit, because all I kept hearing was Pipeline Light.
That's
Pipeline
the only
Light.
thing we should have talked about.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think what also too
But
is like
there's other concepts that are synergistic, right? Sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
Not to Pipeline Light. No, they're not.
I just know this thing's going to be bigger than I ever dreamt of because that's what I'm meant for. I'm not confused about that.
That's awesome.
And so if you want to make an investment and help me get this off the ground, I'll make your money back, no problem. And this would be great.
I think for you though, like if you could get and hone in and maybe put some of the extra passion projects on the side, hone in and get Pipeline Light up and running to the level that you needed to be at, then you would have the money and the funds and the time. You could buy back some of the time to do all the things that you want to do, because that's what I did. I
100%.
built my agency to a point where I don't even know how to answer the phone. We were talking about it earlier, and it's running and it's still growing and it's doing all its thing. The residual income there and everything that I built allowed me to go do my passion projects, which I did also monetize. And that's what I get to do now. I get to have fun and I get to do things that I enjoy doing. But I had to hone in and focus on one thing and understand that I will get to that point where I can really do what I want to do and create that impact, because that was also what was important to me.
I could get Pipeline Light to $100,000 a month next month. Like that's a strong play.
So I think until
Okay,
you're
let's do
kind
it.
of clear,
I
I'm
agree.
out.
You have to pay me the money to pull that off.
That's why I appreciated your question about where I spend my time, because it is on Pipeline Light.
Let me chime in real quick.
Yes, sir.
You seem like a very heartfelt guy, spiritual guy, and I'm always coaching people that business is a spiritual process. Part of spirituality in every spiritual tradition is discipline. And that's the journey that you're gonna have to come on. And what she was saying, putting some of those passion projects on hold, there's only so many hours a day, so much you can do. So to build your ladder that you wanna do over time and to say, what can I do today, looking out 10 years, 5 years in the future? If I do this today, what's it look like in the future? If not, if you try to do too many things up front, you're gonna be all over the place.
Amen.
That's gonna be in your head and you're not gonna get anywhere. But if you niche down and you focus really good on a few things that you can control, you'll start having success, you'll start having revenue. You will become the person that naturally has success. You're not gonna get that from me or anyone else here. You have to become the person that just naturally attracts success, if that makes sense. And so that's my best advice for you.
It looks
and
like you've already done it.
Thank you.
Because you're something, man.
Yeah.
And I love your heart.
Yeah.
I love your heart, man. That's what we need in this industry. Tell them this is going to be hard. You're going to have to put in the effort, but it will be worth it if you stick to it. And the way you're preaching truth will bring this industry along and change a lot of lives. So I follow your heart, and I'm going to pay attention to you.
Thank you. It's taken me everything not to cry up here.
Good. and just remember this, your career, your passion, or whatever you do as a job should either be your passion or fund your passion. To me, it seems like Pipeline Light is your main vehicle that you should really concentrate on.
Yep.
And then you take proceeds from that and you work on your debt-free TV and you work on your Freedom Lies Here. And of course you have your own agency that's selling all these other things. I think you have the shopping list, but you don't have the recipe.
In making one work, you'll get the skill set to make the other ones work. But
so,
you will never get a skill set good enough to make all of them work.
Yep.
If you don't make one work first.
Yep. So you got to think of it as a recipe. And your recipe is Pipeline Light with garnishment of debt-free and Freedom Lies Here. That's your recipe. Don't just have a shopping list of ingredients. And that's what it felt like in the beginning when you first came out. It was just a shopping list of ingredients. And I had no clue what we were going to make. Okay.
When I'm short on sugar, can I call you?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe his sugar daddy.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's really where your mind went.
He said short on sugar.
We were just talking ingredients.
I feel really, really rewarded for being the person I am and presenting what I presented. I know that I probably made a calculated mistake if I really, really was chasing down an investment.
I'm still a little confused. Other than Pipeline Light, I'm still a little confused.
You know what? I'm telling you guys.
It's when someone has just too
these
many
other three
ambitions and
things
ideas.
do not help Pipeline Light at all. None.
I think all 5 of them would have climbed over themselves to buy Pipeline Light, but I'm not ready to sell it. I'm not ready to turn it over to someone else. It is my project, it has been my baby, and I want to keep moving it forward.
I like Pipeline Plus better than Pipeline Light anyway. He needs to rename it to Pipeline Plus now.